Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here again with Elizabeth's Scenes and Scents. Welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I'm Liz Quinn, your lead Scentsy consultant. So today I have for you a weekly what I've been warming, but it's also going to have a few extras. The first thing that I want to share with you, I just got from my director the leaving at the end of the month discontinuing list. So let's just go over this at the same time, kind of kill two birds with one stone. So the August reinstatement promotion, if any of you were consultants prior and you wanted to join, we had an excellent join promotion this year. This month of August of 2023. The back to school special bundles will be leaving. Our Country Born warmer bundle, which you have not been able to get the actual bundle since it sold out on day one, but I would assume that means the Saddle Up bar will be leaving club at the end of the month. Disney Lilo and Stitch collection completely going away, and you guys have got to try the Stitch bar if you haven't. It's amazing, and Angel is quite pleasant too. The Harvest collection consultants early access, and that just means that we can't get them as something that's unique to consultants. On September the 1st, everybody will be able to get the 5-pack or individual Harvest bars, and they are very nice. It's a good collection. The May scent of the month, which is Aloha Orchid, I loved it. I have stocked up a lot. I don't think I'm going to club it. I've been debating, but I think I pulled it out in the long run. It's very, very nice, though, especially if you like mid-summer coconut creamy floral tropical sweetness. So good. Then also the warmer of the month, which is the Luxe Leaves, that will be gone. I did it again. Luxe Leaves. I don't know if I'm ever going to actually reform on that word. It's one I have such a hard time with. The new season sales kits for us as consultants will be leaving. Odyssey Orangutan Scentsy Buddy and the Spring-Summer 2023 catalog discontinuing products. And any discounts, that 10% you've been used to in August, that will not be happening in September with a brand new roster of wonderful catalog products. So those are all things that we needed to talk about. Now let's get into my bars. Now for this week, I just decided I'm going to pull randomly from my bin of clamshells and just talk about each scent individually because I cannot remember all the things I did when because it's been nuts. So I know today I am warming Bonfire Beach in this very room and it's wonderful, and I threw a couple more into a last minute order, and I also got some more car bars in this because I put this into my club. But if a bar retires, you're not going to be getting it in a Scentsy car bar next year. So I wanted to make sure if for some reason our beloved Bonfire Beach isn't back, I had a few car bars in reserve to enjoy. This is like beautiful marshmallow, salty sea air, a hint of driftwood. It's fantastic. It's a great late summer, even into early fall, depending on where you live, kind of a scent. And in my bedroom, I've been melting the last of this toasted marshmallow, which is one of my favorite scents. This is in my quarterly club. I started my quarterly club long before I had any of my other clubs. And I wish that I could move this to my bi-monthly because I am getting good bars again. For a little while, I was really mad because this wasn't performing at all, but I'm now getting good bars with the amazing roasty, toasty marshmallow and maltiness. It's so good. It's so, so good. Randomly, and this is not a Scentsy product, I have here the sugared cinnamon apple from Yankee. We've been doing this one in bedrooms. It is so good. It's sort of like honey pear cider with a little bit more fanciness to it, but it's gentle and sweet like that. Such a good bar, or should I say grouping of little cubey things. And it's very mellow. So if you miss honey pear cider, this is kind of a good alternative if that's something that you're craving. Now, I promised that toward the top of the video, I would do our scent of the month. So Frosted Cinnamon Roll is September scent of the month. It's very, very good, you guys. We've been having a little bit of trouble with bakery in Scentsy Land. This one has at least brought me back to being more grounded. It's so nice. It is not as strong as the one that I did Wax War style with it yesterday, Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl, which is amazing. This specific bar, Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl, was really, really good. I probably have had this for longer than some of my others, and the fragrance oils were at their peak. It was rich, it was pumpkiny, it was gooey, it was amazing, which is why bakery is so addictive. So the Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl was going, and the Frosted Cinnamon Roll, which is a little bit more tailored, not quite so exuberant and gooey, but still very good. This is a smell you could throw in your club and melt any time of the year and totally enjoy it. So it has the vanilla, it has the cinnamon roll scent. It's nice, it's very company worthy, it's very cozy. And it was a great foil for the pumpkin cinnamon swirl, so that when I walked between rooms, I kept them in separate rooms. I didn't like alternate warm or mix them. I smelled both of them, and I didn't go nose blind, which I often will do to pumpkin cinnamon swirl if that's all I'm melting in the house. So, fabulous bar. Absolutely try it if you are a bakery lover. It's not ferocious cinnamon at all. It's just warm and comforting. There's a little bit of caramel in this to my nose with a dash of spice. It's just really good. You've got to get some. I'm very much in support of this bar. It's excellent. Okay, another day I was really feeling like I wanted something that was still kind of summery. So I reached for some Fuzzy Blanket, which was perfect. It was exactly what I needed that one day, kind of as a palate cleanser because I've been doing a lot of heavy bakery. This is such a good bar. It was Bring Back My Bar from this summer. I'm so glad that I left it in my bi-monthly club in the end when I did my combination, because if you watched my August like Hat Club probationary club haul, I combined what was left of that into my bi-monthly for the long haul. This is so good. So it's got lavender, it's got sandalwood, it's got honeysuckle, it's light, it's fluffy, and it's relaxing, and it's exactly what I needed. Then on whatever day I was doing the two of these, I did try several direct mixes this last week because I'm trying to use some things up. In this case, it wasn't use it up, it was just that I'd heard that this was a good mix. And it is, but it doesn't last a long time. And that is going to be French lavender, which will be coming back in our fall winter catalog, and the tangerine and sugarcane, which is wonderful. These two together created a sophisticated, gorgeous, fresh, sweet scent in the house, but it did not linger for me with good performance past the middle of the day. So then another thing, let's see here. Another thing that I was doing where I didn't get the brick out, I used up the last of this bar of Just Breathe in my basement when I was cleaning a lot of things down there this weekend. And wouldn't you know that my husband loved it, so then I threw in some Squeeze the Day as a direct mix, and he loved that even more. Because I don't really like Just Breathe, so I was trying to get rid of it, and he's like, ooh, what are you warming? I really like it. Figures. So Squeeze the Day, direct mix, 1 cube to 1 cube with Just Breathe is a rock star combination because the Squeeze the Day takes the edge off the Just Breathe, so I will get another clam of Just Breathe, and we'll keep mixing that in the basement for the hubby with his Squeeze the Day because it was very good. All right, another thing that I'm doing today in another part of the house is Happy Birthday. This bar is so nice. When we got it for Bring Back My Bar, it needed to sit for a couple months because I wasn't getting the good chocolate that's sort of under the vanilla whipped cream and the vanilla sprinkles and all that. Now I'm getting that whole almost marble cake thing. It's so wonderful and sweet in the house. This is in my bi-monthly club. All right, another thing that I was doing on a day where I was sort of just emotionally a little drained was Love and Happiness, which always makes me happy, and some plain old good Simply Vanilla. So the Love and Happiness is a unique bar. It's got chestnut and sugar and vanilla. It's sort of sweet, it's sort of powdery, it's sort of bakery, sort of gourmand. It's its own thing, and it just made me happy. And Simply Vanilla is Simply Vanilla, and it was wonderful. In my older daughter's bedroom, just to keep things fresh in her room, because she likes scents that we don't always like in the rest of the house, I threw in 1 cube of Stargazing. It was fabulous, went for days. This is such a good scent. This is another August scent of the month or July scent of the month from back in the day. It has cotton, it's got vanilla clouds, and beautiful lilies, like Oriental lilies. So nice and sophisticated and slightly laundry, but not in a bad way. Kind of like Jammy Time too, but again, more sophisticated. Very nice. And then there was a day, this was an interesting mix. I've got to find the other bar that went with it. Where I was doing, where is it? Oh, of course I'm missing the other bar that I was mixing with this. I was doing Cinnamon Bear with Caramel Apple Craze, which seems a little risky, but I put them together and got like a red hot cinnamon candied apple. It was great. I really enjoyed it. So that was an adventurous mix, but I would do that again. I really thought this was nice. And of course, when you see this in the clam, it's two-tone with the beautiful bright red wax on the back. So then another thing that I was doing, I did this in the basement. It was so good. I used up some of a maple rum cake, which is one of my favorite bakery bars ever. This was from last year's Harvest Trio. So good. And this is one of those bars that doesn't smell that great on cold, but oh, you warm it up and it just turns into this deep, dark, gorgeous bakery with lots of rummy spice. It's so good. It just makes me so happy. All right. No, we'll save that one for later. I have here some Autumn Sunset, which I was just using up in the house same day that I was doing my caramel apple, hot cinnamon, candy apple kind of mixture. Oh, And Autumn Sunset is just a powerful fall, whoop, I'm not going to pick that up, cinnamony, sort of a just classic potpourri scent. Very good, very strong, good performer. And another day, let's see what we've got. And I went through quite a bit of this frosted cinnamon roll, testing it out for you all. It was such a sacrifice. That is so good, you guys. You got to get more. Ooh, and there was a day where I was doing, I don't know. I was definitely doing some pumpkin marshmallow just because I wanted to, which is amazing because the new clam that I got was actually very good. I started melting it last week. So I melted the rest of this, and it's just like a nice light canned pumpkin scent with some graham cracker and some actual marshmallow. The first few bars of this I've had over the years, they must have been sitting around in Scentsy's warehouse for years. They were disgusting. This one, pleasant, light, sweet pumpkin smell. I see why some people love it. All right, and then another day in the basement. Oh yes, I was using up the last couple cubes of some Vanilla Waves and some Palo Santo. And honestly, guys, these two together are really good. It's weird, but I really, really like it. So it's got the Palo Santo note, but then you get that super heavy sweet vanilla caramel. It goes together great, and I enjoyed that in my basement. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. I don't know. And then some mandarin zest. I mixed that in with at least some of the Just Breathe and one warmer while I was doing my lemon combo. And then, oh, you guys, some of the new scents where I did my first warm, I went back and did a second warm. Palo Santo and cinnamon. This is coming September 1st. Be still my heart. This is so good in a bedroom. I had 4 cubes left. I left it in for 2 days. It's so good. It's warm. It's slightly smoldery. It's got the palo. It's got the bergamot. It has a little bit of like cinnamon and clove, not very much. You guys have got to try this. It's just fabulous. Like, if you're a Disney fan, if I was going to give Rapunzel's guy whose name is Flynn, if Flynn Rider was going to have a scent, this is it. It's fantastic. All right, so then let's see what we've got left here. Ooh, sticky cinnamon bun, which I was just doing my wax war kind of thing with different bars over the course of the week to deal with our pumpkin cinnamon swirl, our sticky cinnamon bun, and the frosted cinnamon roll, which I already showed you. I definitely like the frosted cinnamon roll as more of an all-purpose cinnamon bar. This one I have in my club, and I will probably keep it because it's heavy cinnamon and vanilla. But the frosted cinnamon roll is definitely more pleasant all the time, and we already talked about pumpkin cinnamon swirl as just fabulous. So then I have a couple more bars that are, let's see here, Cozy Cookie. This is an ancient one, just a couple cubes in with my maple rum cake to use it up in the basement. It's like an okay bar from the Cozy collection. Then one day I was doing High Mountain Lake. I think this was the same day that I was doing scent of Fuzzy Blanket in the Front. This was so nice. I don't have it in my club anymore, but it was from Father's Day. And it's just a really nice cedar and very light ozonic kind of a water smell. Very, very good. So if you guys kept that one in your club, I hope that you enjoy it. And then, of course, I'm doing 3 thumbs up because that's like an every week kind of a deal right now. It is so good, you guys. It's like bread and pumpkin spice quick bread with a little dollop of cream cheese icing. I love this thing. It will be going in my house all fall long. And then the last couple things, these are new release bars either from the Harvest collection or here's another one in our 10 new releases that will be in the catalog September 1st. Fall into Love is so nice. And it's not super strong. I just talked about this in my Harvest collection walkthrough. This has eucalyptus, sweet balsam, and a touch of orange. And my husband's home from work if you guys are hearing things in the background. End of a hard day. This has been a crazy day. I always film in the morning. I'm doing it late in the afternoon, but that's just the way it is sometimes, right? So Fall into Love, very good. Especially if Wild for Fall was too much for you last year, that'll be perfect. And then here is some good news, because the last thing I'm going to tell you is not real great. But cranberry and cardamom, I melted some of this in my bedroom. Now, I kind of liked it. I didn't throw it under the bus or anything when I did my review of the 10 new releases. This is a Christmas time smell, really. That's when it's going to really sing for me. And it's good. In the bedroom, I liked it much better because it kind of concentrated the scent. So we have a nice sweet cherry, a little bit of cranberry, and that pinch of cardamom makes it very festive. I think this is going to be a good one, especially after Thanksgiving. And last but not least, my honest review if you didn't see my club haul of the Friends bar. Now, I already got the rant out of my system. I do not care for this bar. We're getting some feedback that some people get the actual lovely coconut cream and some coffee. I don't, guys. All I really get is like a greasy oil smell, burned coffee, and a hint of coconut, and it's very disappointing, and I will not order this again. So that's just how I feel about that. So what are you guys the most excited to smell, if you haven't yet, of our new releases? What are you planning on ordering September the 1st? This is Elizabeth Quinn with Elizabeth Scenes and Scents with my weekly What I Have Been Warming. I hope that you guys have a wonderful day. God bless. Bye-bye.